I don't want you to think I'm an expert or anything like that. All my only experience is that this time last year, we were coming up into the final stages of planning our outdoor festival wedding. When Luke proposed, I instantly thought, okay, great, um, get to marry Luke, but the thought of being in a stuffy room with everyone's eyes on me, um, just did not fill me with anything. So we went to view a few hotels, and as soon as I walked in, I felt claustrophobic. Me and Luke had often like daydreamed and things, usually after a beer, um, and thought about what our wedding would be like. Well, Luke absolutely loves music, and I absolutely love feeding people. So the idea of a festival wedding was one that we came up with quite quickly. We didn't even think that they existed, and we booked our wedding 3 years ago, and at those types of things, festival weddings were quite unique and quite new. Um, Obviously, having outdoor themed weddings now are becoming ever popular. So, first thing I did, I googled festival weddings in the Midlands. As you can tell by the accent, I'm from Birmingham, well, the Black Country, and Alcott came up. Within a few days, I got really excited. Probably the first venue I got excited about. And I messaged Lucy and booked a viewing. And instantly, within a few minutes, I'd booked the venue. Just driving up to the venue, I knew that this was where I wanted everything to go on. And all the silly things that had come into my head, I thought, do you know what, this is it. The rolling hills, the beautiful countryside, just see the space. Um, just to sort of to see it as a blank canvas. So my advice for you is just when you are booking your venue or thinking about what you want, just try to look past things and just try and open your imagination a little bit. My key is to planning an outdoor wedding. Make sure that you are um you do have support from your venue. Lucy has been amazing. It didn't matter what time I emailed Lucy, that she would instantly respond with a calming voice. And trust me, as a bit of a control freak, there were times throughout the couple of years where I had a bit of a meltdown over certain things. But do you know what? They all sorted themselves out. One of the main things I was worried about, obviously, as you will be the weather. Um, it's England, it's going to rain. On some occasions, you might be really lucky and have a beautiful sunny day. However, then you have the idea, which I went through, a roller coaster of, is it going to be too hot? Is the structure's going to be too hot? Is it going to be too cold? Is it, am I going to be able to get married outside, which is our original intention? So my advice is, make sure you've got a contingency plan and be prepared to be flexible. Okay, your day is not going to run like it would if you're in any other typical ceremony venue, where you know what's going to happen at any time. Just be prepared and make sure you've got a team around you. If it's not the venue, make sure that you've got a team around you of happy groomsmen who you'll have to fob off with on the stag do, or happy bridesmaid who you need to buy a few presents for before, to make sure that they're all on board and they know your schedule as well. Because the last thing you want to be worried about as a bride is thinking about logistics on the day. We were lucky at Alcott. There's a team of events managers, so we didn't have a clue what was going on behind the scenes, but they knew exactly what me and Luke wanted. Our weather was quite freaky. It was, I don't know if you remember last year that there was Boardmasters festivals cancelled. It was freaky wind. It was predicted to be sunshine and showers at various points throughout the day. But the wind speed was gusting at 45, 46, which cancelled massive and huge festivals. However, we did originally plan that we are going to get married in the yurt as a beautiful atmospheric ceremony venue, and then move everything to the TP. So just make sure you've got an idea, a contingency, even if it's buying or renting a few umbrellas and things and just adding those to your pictures, having a little shelter and things if you're having an outdoor wedding that you just want to make sure you pop under and things. And just make sure that you're not too fussed if that happens. Some of the best pictures that we've got are of the wind blowing. I'm not sure the photographer will agree, but the crazy wind blowing me and Luke around, the people just running under umbrellas and things. And by the time 6 o'clock came, I just stepped back and it was sunny, it was calm, the fire pits were out, the yurt and the teepee had remained fully in position. I'm not, at the time I wasn't aware of all the background work that was going, keeping them pinned down, but I didn't care. And make sure that your venue is solid underfoot. We all had stilettos on, well, women, I'm not sure if any of the men did, but if they did, we all had sort of party shoes on and things, and at no point did it become boggy or anything just because of the drainage system. So just make sure that you've got those things in place, okay, and just prepared to enjoy it and go with the flow, and then just take a step back on the day and just think, do you know what, I've planned this and it's brilliant, okay.